tarot incentives here on the Tarot Insight channel. This is going to be a live dedicated mostly to dreams and nightmares. So if you have one that you'd like to bring up or discuss, whether you know the meaning or not for it, you are welcome to do that in the comment section. If you have any requests for a linked off reading, then you can also let me know that in the comment section, and I can do one right after this one that is private except for the link that I give you. I could give it in the description box, this description box, and then you could click on it, and or I could send it to any of your social medias. And if you want a specific time, I could see about working that out for you as well. Tonight I do have the angel cards. So I have the oracle cards as well as the tarot. If you have any questions that are applicable to those. All right, let's see what information is coming in. There is someone who may seem a bit reserved. And someone wants to know why this person has not asked them out. They feel like this person is interested in them. They've done something to let you know that they are interested. And the reason why they have not asked out is actually coming in as they've probably been really, really busy, and they actually are about to ask you out now anyways. This is something that is news coming towards you. So that person who you're thinking of will be asking you out. And this is, I mean, it could be anywhere from tonight to um, next week, by next weekend. So um, definitely you can celebrate that or look forward to it. Again, this person has seemed very reserved. They may have been holding back. And I'm getting the sense that they feel like you are a very open, um, how should I put this? Extrovert. And so they've kind of just been sitting back, paying close attention to you because they don't want to get in over their head. Again, though, they weren't able to put in a lot of time to watching you. So they just had a little bit of um, a curious vibe when it comes to you. And like I said, it looks like this is going to be incoming. So they're going to be asking you out. There's also someone who you had a really bad breakup at some point. Things fell apart, and you're wondering what type of person you're going to meet next. And it's coming in as someone who, this person is just point blank all the time. They're always um, seeking the truth, and they're practical. This is the next person who you'll be meeting. They will be able to offer practical advice to you as well, and they will be able to withstand it should you decide to give them any advice. This is someone who um, is kind of like, I'd say, less diplomatic and uh, more someone who is, they feel that it's crucial to just get to the bottom of things and zero in on things. So this is um, someone who I'm feeling like is right up your alley, to be honest. There's also someone who has been feeling like they're on cloud nine because someone has shown some sort of interest, or they know this person has been checking them out, although this person has not asked you out yet. Let's see what the deal is with that. Okay, so this person is likely to ask you if you want to do something that's celebratory in nature. This is getting together, um, doing something that it could be anything from watching a movie together at the crib to, something that's kind of like spaced out, but, as far as people, like a group event, but it's not like everyone huddled up together or anything. It's like sparsely populated. Something going on that's I'm out in the open, I guess, outdoorsy. So that is what they're likely to do. The reason why this person has not asked you out yet, even though you felt, excuse me, like there's an interest there, is coming in with the Magician. So they've had the spotlight on them, and they have to be kind of like low key about whatever they're doing because other people want to put their spin on everything that they're doing, and they feel like they don't really want to hear the opinions of others when they're trying to get to know someone. So they're waiting until some downtime, and they're still on the map, so they're still gonna draw some attention. However, this is gonna be some time where they can spend some private time with you. Now that you know they're getting to the place where they're ready to move forward and ask you out on a date. What is the best thing that someone can do um, as far as helping someone to feel comfortable asking them out at this point in time? Someone wants to know, excuse me, and just, being honest about any times where you felt like you were disappointed in love and what it was specifically that disappointed you, because they know what disappointed them, okay, in the past. And when they're going into this, they don't want to be disappointed, and they want to know what you're thinking as far as what's not going to be disappointing to you. Because this person is going to want to know what is making you happy, what is going to keep you in a relationship, and what's most important to you, because they're going to be able to share that. And this is a part of communication, something that they will want to learn about you. Let's see some of the other specific dates that are coming in. So someone is going to be asking someone to see something in a new way. Someone has never been attracted to doing something that is like, I don't know, bungee jumping or something that requires like this energetic openness. And so someone is going to ask someone to do something that, they're not used to doing. And it's going to be an adventure if you do decide to go on a date with this person. It's coming in as something that's going to end up being pretty fun. Someone also is going to ask someone to attend something that's somewhat of a debate or something very interesting where your intellect is going to play a part in whatever you're doing. So this is someone who's like really smart. They have their wits about them, and it may even be something that requires like fun participation in some sort of lighthearted conflict with the Chariot coming in. Excuse me. So, it could be anything from tug of war to racing, anything from bikes, cars to snowmobiles or what have you. And someone is going to be asking someone specifically to do something of that nature as well. Someone also wants to spend some time with someone, but they're not really sure what step to take to kind of like do that. And what's coming in is just appeal to this person's sense of luxury. Like if you're wondering where they're going to want to go, a spa date to where you get massages together as you talk, something like that, a nice dinner somewhere, or send that person a nice juice or alcoholic beverage or what have you. Something's coming in with luxury. So you will be able to find something appealing that you both can enjoy if you think along those lines of luxuriousness. So that's for someone who in particular just doesn't know how to come out of left field with their romantic interests. However, they want to do something. They want to move forward. They're tired of putting it off, or the idea of putting it off is just so repulsive if they've just thought about asking this person out. And that's just an idea that's coming in for you. As per your spread advice. All right, let's see what else is coming in. There is a Scorpio who is going to be sending an electronic message to a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And it has something to do with love. There's also an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini who will be sending an electronic message to a Libra. And this is all in love as well. There is a Cancer who will be sending a Sagittarius a love-related message. This may be in snail mail or by electronic means. There's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who will be sending a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo a loving message. So don't be too surprised when you receive it. You heard it here first. Someone is also going to be sending a message directly to someone's place of residence. I feel like there's a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo who's going to be sending flowers or roses, chocolate, something like that to an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini person. Also, there is something coming to a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo from this is an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So I feel like maybe this other person is going to return the favor and send something really sweet with a nice message your way as well. There is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo who's going to send something to a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio that you're going to have to sign for. I feel like this is a nice little message and some jewelry with a note of interest that is very sincere. There's an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini who will be encountering a Libra, and you guys are going to be hitting it off really, really well, no matter where you end up meeting up. So this is no matter where you meet. There is also an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini who will be meeting with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's going to seem kind of like a nonchalant meeting, but there's some planning that is going behind that. What other meetings are going to be occurring to where it's purposeful? There's a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo who will be meeting up with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and it's something that they are really looking forward to. They're looking forward to it. Likewise, there's a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries who's going to be meeting up with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. as well as a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, who will be meeting up with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Additionally, there is a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo who will be meeting up with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So now, for someone who has not heard from someone and you want to know what they're doing, there's someone who is working on themselves, working on their patience, working on something that they're trying to make a change in regard to. So someone is like putting everything into self-improvement at this time, and so that's where their focus is. So this could be job related or this could be personal, and that's what they're doing first before they spend time with you. This is first on their agenda. There's also another person who is doing something that is based in their attraction for you. They're getting something together, somewhat of a surprise, with the Lover's card coming in. So this person is planning a surprise entrance to whatever you're going on. A surprise entrance with all the interest that they have into your world. Someone else has not heard from someone who they know people are trying to talk with them, to get with them, and discuss something that happened very recently with what they have going on. And so they are trying to have as much functionality as they can, get any meetings out of the way, or kind of like lay low a little bit until some news dies down some, so that then they can come your way with the Magician coming in. There's one person who has not been heard from because they're disappointed because the other person did not holler at them or get with them, go out with them at a point in time where they really were very optimistic and thinking that the person would. And so since that person didn't, was unable to find time to do that, this other person has just been really disappointed, really down and out about it. And so that's why this other person has not heard from them. What is going to come from that? Eventually, that person is going to come forward or be accepting of this other person coming forward. And this is someone saying, you know what, I want to do this one-on-one thing. I want to try this out, and they're going to come with an apology. What were they doing that they were unable to do this? Well, they had a really hard choice. They had something that someone else was requiring. They wanted to require from them. They were asking them to do something, and they had to make the choice of whether or not to do it. And so they dealt with that because it was something like pretty difficult, and like they weren't sure that they wanted to do it. And they're not, they may not be really, really familiar with the underpinnings of whatever was entailed with what this request was. However, they went along with it because it was like something that made a little bit of sense to them. However, they just really did. They're kind of like, they're not pushovers. They kind of like just didn't want to say no. And so they just tried to roll with this request that it was like a group or a person had who had a group backing them. You know, they appeal to this person's sense of this is someone who's very concerned about the inner workings of something that was going on. This could be like some business or something that they feel like makes a lot of sense and is usually for the good of mankind. So it could have been anything, you know, like something environmental, so environmental science related, or something, like I said, that's more inclined to be business related. Something that kind of like would have been disrupted a little bit because there would have been less attention being paid to it, if that makes sense. The agenda that this other group had, because it was something they were in dire need of working through. And that is what's coming through here. Any other last minute messages? Let's see. Anything else comes in? Someone is going to offer someone else to participate in doing something, like going somewhere and sharing, like either like drop shipping some foods, or actually if things go as planned, they're going, it's kind of like a this is some sort of, it's, I want to say Red Cross type of thing. So someone is going to be putting some time and effort into that, and they're going to ask someone else who they want to get to know if they'd like to tag along. So let's see what this person is likely to do when they ask. Okay, so this is joy coming in with this. Someone's going to be kind of like flattered. They're going to be happy this person asked because they have an interest in making things better, in philanthropy as well. So that is going to be kind of like the way you guys get to know each other, because it's something that, you know, this other person is not going to have to put on the back burner. You know, they kind of like are going to end up signing up for this, or they already have. And so since there's an interest there from both people, this is going to be a time where, you know, it's not about, you know, whatever else is going on, except for this is just about, you know, like I said, philanthropy and giving back and doing things that are going to be good for the energy of everyone involved. And so that's what is going to be going on with someone when it comes to romance as well. The basic energy coming in for this entire reading collectively is adventure and novice interests. So if there's something that you have not partaken in, this is all about getting a little bit more dry behind the ears, wherever you're wet, symbolically speaking. Things that maybe you have not dabbled in, or only dabbled in a little bit, maybe calling at this point in time. And it all is going to be full of adventure, period. So great experiences are on the way within your journey of